Hey, how y'all doing? I want to talk to the young individuals, not only just the young individuals, anybody, what I'm saying, that's dealing with low self-esteem, or, you know, you don't think that you're good enough, or you don't think that God made you beautiful. You don't think that, God have things in store for you. I want to talk to you and encourage you that God do, you know, whatever event that happened in your life, you know, it might have been detrimental right then, and might have did some things, to cause you to be, to cause you to think that you wasn't good enough. But I want to let you know that God have plans for you, regardless of what anybody said about you, or regardless of what happened. God still have a plan for you, and me personally, I used to battle with, low self-esteem, because of things that were said to me, how I was treated, by certain people or whatnot. You know, I battled that till I think I was 30 years old. But I thank God that He gave me the strength to make it through it. And I remember one night, I was talking to God, and I was telling God, a couple of things. Telling God that I was tired of living like that, and I really was, but it was times that, um, it was time that it had got really, really bad, but I never got to the point to where I wanted to take my life. But I had got into a bad place a couple times, to where, you know, I just felt like I wasn't nothing. And, I had talked to God about it. And, God, one thing I remember, I always kept, in remembrance is that God is your best friend. And God is your best friend no matter what, you know. And it got to a point to where I felt like I ain't have nobody, you know. And, I could have talked to some people, but I felt like they wouldn't understand what I was going through, But I remember one night I had talked to God, and I told him everything. Told him everything I was going through, why, I don't like certain people, why, I don't like being around certain people, why, I'm withdrawn. I told him everything. And, God began to ask me some questions. And God, God said, who are they to say that, you're not what I made you? Who are they to say that you're not attractive when I think you one of my most beautiful creations? Who are they to say that you're not going to amount to anything when I've already planned your future? Who are they to say that you will never have this when I say I give you anything? Who are they to say that, I can't be your God? Who are they to say whatever they're saying? They're human beings just like you. They don't have power in what you say and where you go and where I place you and what I put in your life. They don't have power. They don't have that power. And God told me, stop letting other people cause you to be unhappy with yourself, And then God began to show me that, hey, if I'm working on you, the same time I'm working on you, I'm working on them. So they cannot, disqualify you for what I got you, for what I got for you, just because what they see and what they think, So, those are some questions that some people need to ask themselves. A lot of times we hold people on a pedestal because of what they have, or what their position is, or whatever. sometimes we hold people on a pedestal and hold their words like they God, when really and truly they're nothing but human beings, you know. And we have to stop doing that. And half of the people that talked about me, half of the people that, what I'm saying, put me down and whatnot, you know, the things that they said I couldn't do, I have accomplished those things because I learned to love God more than anything. I learned to uphold His word more than anything. And, I found courage and believing in what God told me. I have overcame a lot of my fears. I have accomplished a lot of things that they said I couldn't accomplish. I overcame my fears. You know what I'm saying? I'm bold enough to where if my life isn't challenged, I'm gonna go find a challenge to challenge me to be a better person, to challenge me to be a better warrior for God, to challenge me to understand even more about God, you know. But God is great and God love you. You got low self-esteem. Look, don't uphold them people's words. Don't let them people's words hold you captivity, because God got greater things for you. You know what I'm saying? And God think that you're beautiful, think that you're wonderfully made, everything. So don't limit yourself by man word. Go for what God told you He gonna give you. Live for God and see what God do for you. You'll start experiencing things that you never experienced before. Start going places that you never experienced before. I'm gonna tell you something. I failed 10th grade. Failed English in 10th grade. So when my class went to the 11th grade, I was in the 10th grade. 10th grade, I gave my life to God. Everybody laughed at me because I was still in the 10th grade, and they was in the 11th grade. But guess what? God took me from being a failure to being an overachiever, and I still graduated the year that I supposed to have graduated. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm very educated. I have one vocational degree. I done did things in the Army, accomplished all kind of stuff in the Army. I'm working on my second degree, which is business education. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost complete with that. Not only am I gonna finish it, but I'm gonna pursue it even more and get the next highest degree. So, I just want you to know, when you're living for God and you let God tell you who you are, you can accomplish anything. A lot of people thought I was gonna be selling drugs, locked up, going to jail, doing different things that, my life wasn't gonna be nothing, basically. Because they couldn't see that where I came from wasn't where I was going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, people judge you by where you came from, but they can never control where you're going unless you give it to them. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, be encouraged, man. Love God. Hey, I'm bigger than life. I'm bigger than life. I'm bigger than life. You know what I'm saying? The King. Hey, man, I love y'all. Y'all be encouraged, man. Hey, peace out.